Welcome to This Day for this Thursday, October 23rd. I'm Paul Ortiz, and thanks for joining us on the program today. I'm just filling in for Michael for a little bit today, so we hope you enjoy the next half hour. But we are going to bring you Michael and Bree. They're going to be taking you out to the pickleball courts. We'll be talking to a couple of their club members, and they have a wonderful facility over there right off a clubhouse, too. Also, we'll be having some information. You know, it's open enrollment right now for Medicare. And Bree had a chance to talk to Jose Juarez, and he is their community outreach person for Memorial Care. And you'll be learning about how you can take advantage of Medicare. So be sure and stay tuned for that. Let's give you some information with Stay Informed. And we are going to have some movies. That's going to be for the holiday of November 11th. That's Veterans Day. And we're going to start off with a little bit of Raiders of the Lost Ark. And that's going to be at 8:30 in the morning. So we hope you enjoy your cup of coffee and a little bit of breakfast as you see Harrison Ford do his thing. Interesting little note is that Harrison Ford's father lived here in our community for quite some time, and I believe his brother still owns that manor right here in Laguna Woods. Also, we're going to be showing you an interesting drama called The Straight Story about a farmer and his family. I think you'll find it interesting. And then later in the day at 4:30, we're going to show you World War II in Europe. And that's also a very interesting kind of documentary about the ending of World War II. And that's going to happen all on November 11th, and those are our movies for that day. Well, let's take you outside to look at the weather. It's going to be another beautiful day here in Laguna Woods. Temperatures in the 70s, and then those nice temperatures overnight. A little bit of clouds on Saturday and Sunday, and then it looks like temperatures will, stay in that 70 range and maybe warm a little bit more on Monday. But another beautiful day here in Laguna Woods, so go out there and enjoy all the wonderful areas and amenities that you have in your community. Let's take a look at that sunrise and sunset. Sunrise was at 7:02 a.m. this morning, and our sunset will be at 6:07 p.m. And this is a wonderful picture taken in Portugal by Linda Rogers. And what a beautiful, it looks like it's a nice historic kind of church of some kind. So we'll have to Google that and see what that is. But these are the kind of pictures that we're hoping that you'll send to us. So be sure and send your pictures of your travels or anything you may have to Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. And we'll be sure to include your name and where it was shot, and then of course horizontal pictures, and we'll give you credit right here on our television program This Day. So be sure and send in your pictures. We do have one meeting for you today, and right after that we'll be taking you to the pickleball courts right here in Laguna Woods Village.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
So Christy, how'd the job turn out?
The job turned out fantastic. We love our new patio. It gives us lots of extra room for entertainment. It was quick and easy, and we just really love it.
Hey Brenda, how's the Patio Panel Pro?
It's been going really well. There are hundreds of older covers in Laguna Woods that need a little work on them. The only thing between a good looking cover and a bad one is new skylight panels.
Remember, if it isn't McEachran, it's crap. Give us a call. We'll do a nice job for you.
Well, here we are at the pickleball courts. We have a Bree who's a beginner. I'm a beginner-ish. And of course, we have Cheryl who's an expert.
My second time playing.
We have an invite down here. We're going to try to play some pickleball. We're going to see how we do. No money on it, that it's official, but there's some serious betting going on between Bree and I. So we'll see how it works out.
Nice.
Yours.
I wasn't close enough.
That's the low. I hit the low ones. They don't come up. 8-1-2.
Nice.
I was gonna slam it.
Out.
Out. And so, how many
Good
points
miss.
does the game go to?
That's a good miss.
8-5-1.
Ooh, slamming.
Nice.
Go.
Oh, sorry.
No, no,
My
no.
bad. My bad.
No.
That's out.
Out. It's 10-8.
When did you get 8?
When did that happen?
Ah.
You were smoking there for
When
a
I
minute.
started
Who's in
playing.
authority? Oh shoot! I should have hit that.
Nice. Michael's here.
Game.
Game. Yay!
There we go.
That was fun.
We gave them a run for the money.
That was great.
They thought, oh, they were 0 if they do this.
All right, there we go. I think.
So much fun.
Yeah, you know, I won and Bree didn't win. Is that how we're saying
By
that?
like 1 point.
By like 1 point. It was close. It was close.
You had a great team partner,
I
though.
did.
Cheryl, thank you so much for joining us today and giving me my second lesson.
I was happy to have you guys come and play with me.
It's wonderful. Tell our viewers how do people get involved in the pickleball games? I mean, there's a lot of courts here.
For people who have never played before, we have an introduction to pickleball.
Wonderful.
Where people
I'll be
can
taking
come.
that class.
Yes, and then if you join our club, we have a beginners pickleball where you actually get lessons, learn how to really play pickleball for beginners. So then you just sign up on our website, www.lagunawoodspickleball.com.
Fantastic. And so tell us, what does it take to actually become a member of Laguna Woods Pickleball?
You just sign up on our website and pay our dues. I can't remember whether it's $20 or $25, and that's it, and you become a member. Yeah.
And so do you have to reserve the courts, or can members just walk on?
That's the only way to do it. We have a program called Brad's Boxes, where there's a big whiteboard and you sign up. 4 people have to sign up in order to come on. You wait your turn, because there are a lot of people who sign up before and after you, and when it's your turn, you cross your name off and go on. When the orange flag is up, that's when all the courts are full, and you really do have to wait and play by Brad's Boxes.
I see. Okay. So you've been out here since 7:30 this morning.
Yes.
What is the, I'm going to call it addiction to this sport, because it's taken the country by storm. Everybody wants to play. Apparently a little black dog named Pickle started this whole phenomenon.
Right.
It's been an amazing sport to watch evolve.
It's great. I started, I guess, 10 years ago. My neighbors were the original members of the pickleball club, and they said, you have to join. And what was really wonderful for me was I didn't know anybody, and it was very social. We'd all meet. At that time, we were playing indoors, and we'd just sit around waiting for our time to go on the court. So you'd, meet new people, have a time to, interact. And now that we have more courts, which aren't enough, we have a social area. So when you're waiting for a court, you can hang out with people. So it's a real social sport. It's an easy sport to get into.
And that's the shaded area.
That's the
over
shaded
here.
area, yeah. I mean, you've only had one lesson before, and look, you were almost a pro.
Almost.
You served the ball, you got into it, and it's
Well,
easy to get into it.
so that makes me realize why there's so many people who love the sport.
Right.
Because you can pick it up pretty easily, especially if you're a previous tennis player.
Right, and the serve is much easier than tennis.
Yes.
For me, it was much easier.
I had to get used to the short racket.
smallness, right?
That's the only
But
challenge.
other than that,
Other than that, I
did you
think
have
we
fun?
I had a lot of fun. Thank you
And we
so much,
won.
Cheryl, and we won.
Well.
So we're gonna throw it back to the studio to I don't know who, because we're both here. But the only thing we didn't have time for was the trophy ceremony. So there you go. We ran out of time. Otherwise, it would have been really great.
I'm glad for that.
Thanks for watching.
I would have
Thank
gone
you,
home
Cheryl.
without one.
Small gestures of compassion, little leaps of ingenuity, brief moments of bravery. This is memorial care, where being the difference makes the difference.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Memorial Care Medical Group 55 Plus has just recently relaunched here in Laguna Woods Village. Here to tell us all of the details, I welcome Dr. Duong and Jose Juarez. Juarez?
Juarez.
Juarez. Okay, you say that much better than I do.
Still sounds good.
Gentlemen, welcome to the show. I'm going to have you do your introductions because you probably have a very long title, and I know you have a very long resume, so I can't wait to get into it. But tell us a little bit about yourselves.
All right. Oh, thank you for having me today.
Thank you for coming.
My name is Dr. Ken Duong. I'm actually an internal medicine doctor by training. And I grew up in New York City, and then I found myself here. And I've been working with Memorial Care as an internist for this is my 20th year with the group. I really enjoy it, and with this new relaunch, I found my calling, and I said, okay, great, let's do it. And that's how I ended up here in Laguna Woods.
Wonderful. I can't wait to dive into more information about that. How about you, Jose?
Good morning, and thank you for having us today. So my name is Jose Juarez. I'm the Medicare manager for Memorial Care Medical Group, so anything that has to do with Medicare, I'm the guy.
All right. Well, we're happy that you're here to sort out all of the never-ending, never-changing details that Medicare, I know, is throwing out at everyone this year.
Very excited, and a lot of changes next year. So
a lot of good changes, hopefully.
A little bit of both.
Yeah. So, Dr. Duong, what ultimately led you to healthcare? As a child, was that something that was on your radar?
Actually, when I was as a child, when I was growing up, I actually more wanted to be an inventor. I like seeing things work, how to put them together, and that actually was the calling for medicine came later. As I went through my training, my schooling, I ended up going to undergraduate biomedical education, and that slowly led me down the path to medicine. And so as a result, even during one of my training when I was in medical school, I had a rotation that was in geriatrics. I ended up doing geriatric rotation. And during that rotation, I learned a lot, and it was something totally different. And I'm like, how come we don't do these things here, back then? And it made me realize 30 years later, and here we are, this is new, but to me, I seen it. It's so revolutionary back then. My attending, when he ran the geriatric clinic, it was an eye opener, and that's when I realized, hey, that's what I like. I want to do that, and that's my passion, is to care for the seniors. And as we get older, things change, conditions change, their needs are different. So we have to come up with a 55 clinic that is uniquely to see them, because they have a unique set of condition, and we want to make their lives not only living well, but living really well and longer and happier.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when was your transition from New York to California?
Yeah, I actually did all my schooling. I grew up in New York City 27 years. I went all the way from kindergarten all the way to med school and resident training there. And of course, my parents are aging. They wanted to retire, and they wanted better weather, because New York is kind of harsh for seniors.
Right.
Yeah.
We forget about that living here.
Especially the winter times is really hard for them. So they want to retire, and since my brother already came out here for his job, so they said, let's come out and take a little vacation.
Now, do your parents live here in the village?
No, they actually live in Garden Grove, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when I came here, I loved the weather, and I decided to stay.
We don't
We hear
blame
that
you.
story a lot, don't we?
Yeah.
You come to Disneyland and you stay.
Did you grow up here, Jose?
I did, Aliso Viejo.
Yes. Yeah.
Grew up my entire life, did high school, college, everything.
Fantastic. So how is the Group 55 Plus catering to specific healthcare needs within this community?
Well, as you know, when we turn 18, right, we graduate from pediatrics and we end up in general adult care. That's a big basket. And as we get older, by the time we turn 55 and older, things change. Our body change, our conditions change, and our needs change. We're not the same. So therefore, we decided that this is a very great opportunity to come up with the 55 clinic, because this clinic is uniquely dedicated to care for the seniors as we get older. We want them to live, not only treat their conditions, but also help them live happier, longer, and enjoyable lives. right? So especially as we get older, this is important. Things change. So this 55 clinic is very unique. We are considered like we're trying to make it as like a one-stop shop. Not only do we see chronic conditions, we actually also have specialists that are coming to our office, and that way it makes it easier that we can help them schedule their follow-up appointment or even schedule a consultation with our specialists in our office. But we're also unique in the sense that we try to get everything done there. Also, for example, we have blood works, labs during station, and then what's unique about our lab is that we open early because you want to get your days done early, labs done, and you have the rest of the day to enjoy your activities.
Right. Get the hard stuff out of the way first.
Exactly.
Who wants to do that?
Yeah. So our lab is open at 7:30 in the morning. So that's different. Yeah, that helps a lot. Yeah.
What are some other changes that you're seeing as people approach that demographic, that 55 to 60 and then on? Is it just sort of a natural aging progression, or are things drastically changing?
Things are changing, actually. And so we come up with the 5 M's for our clinic.
What are those?
It's medication, mindfulness, mobility, which is a big issue as we get older, and what matters most to them. And so as a result, we've also going to start a mobility and gait and mobility. So we're trying to prevent falls, because fall is a big problem in this community, and it can lead to life-altering, life-altering events. And your mobility is so important because if you fall, that is a big problem. And so we have these classes to teach our residents how to strengthen their legs, how to get better in their gaits, and that way they can enjoy their lives and be able to move freely. Yeah.
So would you say that would involve exercises such as yoga or, lots of walking, staying physically fit as much as you possibly can?
Yes, we recommend staying, moving as much as they can. I mean, right now we're recommending at least 30 minutes a day of walking exercise. But with the gait and balance, we have a class where we actually teach them the type of exercise they can do to improve their muscles and improve their balance and improve their walking.
Right,
So,
because muscle loss is
Correct.
a huge problem as people age, right?
Exactly.
It's not a matter of taking a little creatine and hoping the muscles grow.
No. Everything you have to do if you want it, right? You have to exercise if you want the muscles to stay strong. You just can't sit around
Exactly.
and expect that the muscle will stay strong.
Exactly. So what's the connection between medical group 55 plus and Saddleback?
Yeah, so our group, we're integrated with Saddleback Hospital because we're under the same system. For example, chart, we are under Epic. So if you see us in the office and if you have to see a specialist, we can at the medical center, you can do that. Or if you need imaging like CT, MRIs, can be done at the hospital. And since our medical charts are integrated, it's easier. You don't have to bring any folders, bring a bunch of paper over there. They can actually see the order, the reason why you're getting the order, and if there's any discrepancy, they can call us to clarify. So the patient just goes there, and we can even schedule the appointment for them if necessary within a week's period of time.
Wow.
Yeah. And if
Really
it's something
helping.
urgent, we can pick up the phone and call the specialist that we're talking to. Hey, can you help us? This patient needs to be seen urgently. And instead of faxing all this paperwork that can get lost,
Right.
it's all in one system, one chart. They can open up and see the patient's chart as well.
Makes so much sense.
Yeah.
It's going to make
convenient.
everybody's lives much easier, including taking that stress away from the patient,
Correct.
I would imagine.
Yep.
Jose, talk to us a little bit about Medicare.
Medicare, oh my goodness. So where do I
It's a
start?
broad range
It is.
topic, so
Absolutely. And open enrollment, right? Annual election period. It's around the corner. That's from October 15th through December 7th. And this is a great opportunity for seniors or Medicare recipients to look over their plan, see what their needs are, especially when it comes to medications. Medication seems to be a big topic these days. One of the biggest changes in Medicare. A lot of changes in prescriptions, tiers, maximum out of pocket. The cost is going to go up a little bit. We are hosting lots of Medicare meetings in the community, the towers in Laguna Woods, at Florence Sylvester Senior Center. So I encourage everyone to go onto our website, memorialcare.org, where we have a list of all of our Medicare classes. They're all free. We are going to be talking about the biggest changes, how to avoid penalties, and you just have that communication with your provider and see what's important, what kind of medications. So yeah, a lot of changes this open enrollment.
Why would there be an assessment on any type of Medicare if you're not registered on time?
So assessment or penalty?
Penalty.
Penalty. So if you don't apply for Medicare in a timely manner, there is a penalty that never goes away. And that's for your Part D, for your prescriptions, and your Part B, for your Medicare. There are some, there's other qualifications that you can avoid these penalties if you still have insurance through your employer, you retire, you transfer your insurance to your spouse. But if you have no insurance and never sign up for Medicare because you're healthy, you're not taking any prescriptions, which it does happen, you do have a penalty that never goes away. So we covered those penalties, how to avoid them, and what to do, right, to save money and cost.
And so how does a person know if they should be signing up for Medicare?
Yeah, so if you're 65 or older, right, you qualify for Medicare. If you've been disabled for 2 consecutive years, you also qualify for Medicare. We can do plan comparisons. We can compare your current plan and see what changes that plan is going to have for 2026. Also, keeping your doctor, right? If you want to keep your primary care doctor, your specialist is very important to you, the hospital, we can definitely look at all that information as well.
It's a fascinatingly deep subject.
Yes, it is. And again, right, so it's around the corner, 15 days. And
yeah, so when is the deadline?
So it ends December 7th. So it's
December
October 15th through December 7th. So you only have like 2.5 months. And yeah, it's a lot of information. And I encourage everybody to do a plan comparison. The plan you currently have this year, it could have a lot of changes next year. Medications, maybe you're not taking a medication. And that's why it's very important to see your doctor, especially during this time, right? Everybody's health changes. And we're very excited to have this clinic here it's local, right? And right in Laguna Woods. So it's perfect.
Dr. Dong, where is the clinic located?
The clinic is actually down the block from this studio here. It's on El Toro, and it's right next to, I think most people in the community live next to the Aldi supermarket and the Dollar Tree, and behind us is City Hall. We're right in that plaza.
So most people should know
Toro and Moulton,
where that is.
Toro and Moulton.
So very convenient. Very convenient. Right in the heart, right?
Great.
What are your plans for next year? Are you going into forecasting already, or are you kind of waiting kind of around the edges to see where you might make some changes? Or
yes, we're growing. We're still growing, and in fact, just to know that we actually have multiple nurse practitioners. We currently have Ms. Taylor Amoy, and then we have also who actually very fluent in Kurdish and Arabic. And then we just have a new teammate, Ms. Sung-hee Kim. She's actually very fluent in Korean. So we're expanding, and we're very, very fortunate to have them, and we wish to continue to grow. Right.
Now, how are you accepting patients? Is anybody welcome to come to the clinic?
Well, yeah, anyone who's 55 or older can come to the clinic. Now, if you're currently if you currently have a primary care doctor, you can see them and you can come for consults if you need to, or if you feel that your needs are a little bit more comprehensive, more in depth, your primary care doctor can refer them to us, to the clinic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned that you had a wide range. Can you give us a few examples of what the clinic does besides mobility? Mm-hmm. What are some anything internal? Give us just a broad scope of the things that you cover there.
Currently we have specialists to come to our office. We currently have a gastroenterology, we have a neurology, we have urogynecologists, and we also have the podiatry. So those are the 5 specialties that's rotating into our clinic. We also have an on-site lab that we can do our early lab. We also have a 24-hour virtual care, which means that in the middle of the night, you need a question, you can call us. There should be a provider that can provide you with the answer. All right, so, and then not only that, but they can also help schedule your appointment for follow-up if you need to be seen in person. We also have what's called same-day appointments. Let's say that you can't get in to see your regular doctor. There's same-day appointments that once you sign up with us, you can get online and find an appointment that opens up tomorrow that's available, and you can sign up, get that appointment, and show up tomorrow morning and see us.
Wow, that's pretty rare, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great
it's
convenience to have.
You have a lot of accessibility, open accessibility.
I
Basically.
love that.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I wish you an amazing transition into, Medicare and everything that you're doing over there at the 55 Plus clinic. Thank you for sharing your time with me today.
Yeah, no, thank you. And I also want to express, if you want to tour our clinic, I'll be more than happy to coordinate that with our staff.
Fantastic.
You can call me at 714-640-7158. You can go onto our website or send me an email. But yeah, we'll be more than happy to give everybody a tour.
Real quickly, when did this open?
It officially opened on March 3rd this year.
3rd.
Yeah, about 6 months ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me
Thank
today.
you.
You're watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be back after these messages.
At Petwell Clinic, your local fast relief pet care clinic, there's no waiting days for an appointment. Just walk in when your pet needs care. From the moment you arrive, you'll feel our commitment to openness and service excellence. You remain by your pet's side throughout their visit, and all charges are clearly explained, so there are no surprises at checkout. Serving Laguna Woods Village, we are committed to kind and accessible pet care. Petwell Clinic, your most convenient option for quality pet care.
Caring Senior Service provides a variety of care services to help seniors age in place. To learn more about how we can help your family, contact us today.
Well, before we let you go, we want to remind you that we have our movies. That's going to be Friday and Saturday. And our Friday movie is Bathtubs Over Broadway. And that is a 2018 documentary, and it is rated PG-13. It's sponsored by Hoag Orthopedic Institute. And on Saturday, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. That's with Tom Cruise, of course. And we thank Pacific Financial for helping us sponsor that program as well. Well, we have a terrific show for you tomorrow. We have Caring Senior Services with Dean White. And our own Sports Corner expert is Cole Young, and with football season right in the middle of the season, he's going to tell us some information not about that, but we have hockey, we have baseball, we have football, and we have the NBA. So stay tuned for that tomorrow on our program. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next time.